Today's video was brought to you by eWin Racing, the best source for gaming chairs and desks for those long gaming sessions. We have a playlist of our eWin chair and desk videos linked in the video description below. Save 30% off of everything using the discount code TECHDEALS. More details at the end of the video.
Butternut Squash, thank you so much. Hi Tech and Rogue, after seeing Unreal Engine photorealism, aren't we near the peak of gaming graphics? Meaning future gens will see hardware improvements catching up, but minor graphic improvements.
Let's take a walk, Butternut Squash, because I've been around this business for a long time. I got my first computer-related job 30 years ago.
Yes, you did.
I've heard this story before.
Yes, you have.
I remember when the PlayStation 2 launched, and everybody went nuts over it. And then the PlayStation 3 came out, and they're like...
People were even excited about PlayStation 1.
I never heard anybody say that about the PlayStation 1, though.
But the 2.
The PlayStation 3 was 1080p, and the PlayStation 3 was the first game console that could render Toy Story in real time. The 1995 movie Toy Story.
I do remember that.
And there were a lot of people when that came out who said, you don't need 1080p because your eyes can't really see 1080p. 720p is all you need. There's a whole argument about 720p being all that you need. I remember this thinking, these people need glasses or a brain, because that is nonsense.
Something.
So now we have 4K.
We
Oh,
do.
4K. I mean, that's overkill. 1440p is all you need. On a 27-inch monitor or something, 4K is stupid. I own 1080p, 1440p, and 4K 27-inch monitors. Anybody who says that 4K is useless or unnecessary at 27-inch needs to go to the eye doctor, because you're wrong. I am not young. I don't have young eyes. The difference is blatantly obvious when you put them side by side. And if you legitimately cannot see the difference, that's a you issue.
You need some glasses.
Sitting here live streaming, 1080p, 1440p, 4K.
Yep.
You tell me these all look the same. These are all 27-inch screens. No. Now, photorealism. I think you are overstating what Unreal Engine 5 does, because while it looks pretty when handcrafted and when all the objects are put into place, and it is really awesome, and we've done a reaction video to it, we've covered it, we've talked about it, it is very, very cool.
Yeah.
That's because you haven't seen Unreal Engine 6 yet. Because it's still limited to what's in the world, and it's still... the objects are still not rendered with the level of fidelity that the real world truly has. The real world is dirty and dusty and imperfect. You want to know what photorealistic peak of gaming graphics is? Every single object and every single texture in the game is completely 100% unique. Because short of brand new objects fresh off of a production line, you could go to a car dealership tomorrow, and you could line up 5 F-150 pickups, or 5 BMW X5s, or 5 Honda Civics.
Yep.
The same color. And just standing there, you can tell they're not the same car. The panel gaps will be a little bit different.
Yep.
The tires are rotated differently.
Yep.
The windshield wipers are sitting slightly differently. They are unique objects. But in a game, they're not.
No, that's true.
And part of the uncanny valley in a game is you go to a bar in Cyberpunk. Okay, I know that's on Unreal Engine 5. And they got a bunch of bottles on the back of the bar.
Yes.
And they've got a bunch of different textures and models for different bottles. But if you actually just stand there and look at them, you'll notice there's only about a dozen unique textures up there, but there's like 50 bottles on the shelf.
Repeat it.
They're repeated. Now you might say, but if you go to a real bar, there'll be multiple bottles of Bud Light up on the shelf.
They will?
Yeah, but they're still unique objects.
Yes.
This one, the label isn't printed quite straight.
Yep.
That one,
It's
okay, this is going to sound petty, but it's a representation. You get a bottle of Bud Light, you get the cap.
Yes.
The cap is turned differently on different bottles versus the label.
It's the blemishes.
Textures in game aren't going to do that. Now, okay, in a game you're not going to notice the cap on the bottle, but that is reflective of every texture object in all the games, and that is where it isn't that's where your brain subconsciously knows it's not real.
Correct.
To make truly photorealistic graphics, every single object has to be unique. And that is only going to be possible with AI generation, and that's only going to be possible probably in the next gen. And we'll need a lot more storage for it.
We will.
We will need a lot more processing power for it.
I remember when games were only 200 gigabytes.
I'm waiting for our first terabyte game.
I know.
It's not here yet, but
It's
we'll
not.
get one.
Even 500 gigs is like...
So I understand what Butternut Squash is saying.
But I think there's much more improvement to come. Just wait for the AI cores to change everything.
Well, and therein lies another issue. AI in games where objects in my version of the game can actually be unique. So imagine you're on your computer, I'm on my computer. We're playing the same game. We start interacting in the world, we start driving, we run into things. And there will be things in your game that aren't in mine and things in my game that aren't in yours.
Ooh, that'll mess with people's heads.
eWin Racing has a wide selection of chairs to fit all shapes and sizes of gamers, ranging from petite to cuddly. They have something for every type of gamer. Not just sizes, but colors and material options as well, including red, blue, purple, pink, orange, and more, plus cloth and leather choices. We have over half a dozen chair and desk videos in a playlist down in the video description below. We also have a very special offer just for Tech Deals viewers. Save 30% off of everything using discount code TechDeals using our link in the video description. We have used eWin gaming chairs for 3 years in our office, sitting on them for up to 8-hour marathon live streams. They are very comfortable, and we are happy to work with eWin to bring you this special discount and recommend eWin for all of your gaming chair and desk needs.